I got some great takeaways for you today about how to fix a broken diet. That title's not mine. This isn't my information. This is John Berardi, PhD, over at Precision Nutrition. Link down below. I just attended a webinar or a seminar that he had over at IdeaFit. I watched it online. Really good stuff. Got to share with you. Number one, you probably don't really need to make big changes to your diets. It's a knee-jerk reaction for a lot of fitness professionals, myself included. Someone comes to us and says, oh, I need to make some dietary changes. And we're like, okay, only natural foods, nothing processed, don't eat anything with more than 3 ingredients, so it had to grow out of nature, blah, blah. We give all these general things. For one, they're not necessary most of the time. Two, they're costly, they're hard to maintain, and a lot of times they just don't work in a present environment. You go to a restaurant, you've got these general overall ideal rules in your mind, but if you can't apply a rule, it's a shitty rule. It doesn't matter how ideal it is. If you have trouble applying it, it doesn't work. I mean, if we wanted to be in an ideal situation, we're like, fine, you don't have a job anymore. Your job is working out and eating right. Life is fitness for you. That's everything, which of course for some people that might work, but if you can't apply an ideal situation, it's not an ideal situation. So that's the first lesson, is you don't need to make big changes. Second, there's only a couple of things you really need to worry about. Number one is look for any sort of nutritional deficiencies that you may be suffering from. You can do this in a number of ways. Tests medically, urine tests, blood tests, things like that. Maybe they can come back and say, oh, you might be deficient in X, Y, and Z. You can enter a food log into like calorieking.com and it spits back things that may be general recommendations. Or you can just simply say, I'll make sure I just take a vitamin pill. John recommends maybe a fish oil as well, and make sure you're getting plenty of water. Chances are that'll take care of you. So there you go. Deficiencies, look for them, take care of them. And a lot of times that may take care of any issues you have. Second, portion control adjustment. So again, don't change your diet, just modify it. So John recommends portion size of like palm on your hand, thickness and diameter. So a piece of meat or a protein portion that big, that's one portion. Vegetables on your plate, that's one portion. Grains, same thing. So if you want to say, oh, I need to get more protein, then 2 or 1.5. I need less grain, less carbohydrate in the diet. Okay, so instead of 1, you have half a portion size. And that's a real easy way, because calories and nutrient counting and stuff, very complicated, hard to do. So take the foods you already have and just adjust the portion sizes. And the deficiency thing and the portion size thing, chances are very good that's all you're ever going to need to worry about and consider. Talks about things like meal timing, protein carbohydrate ratios, meals after workouts, what do you eat before, during, after, and stuff. Chances are very good you don't need to worry about these things very much. They're not going to matter very much. And for my own life here, I work out every day. But you know what? Even if I'm working out an hour, hour and a half, I'm not doing enough to really demand a huge amount of nutritional change in my life. Maybe I'll need to eat a little bit more. Okay, so fine, I'll just increase the portion sizes. That's all I need to do. The things like, should you have whey protein versus casein protein, and what about dairy and cutting weight and stuff? This is more important to the more serious athlete. And we're talking, by serious athlete, we're talking people who are training 5, 7, 8 hours a day. As much as I'd love to think, like, I work out every day, I'm a hardcore guy, it's not nearly enough to really justify huge nutritional requirements, because it's only an hour. I don't care how hard you train in an hour or what you do. It's not really that big a deal. The only times I've ever thought, okay, I need to eat something after I work out and stuff, is if like I'm doing a road race and I'm literally on my bike 7 hours every day, and I gotta work and I gotta recover as fast as I can because I got another race early the next morning. That's when I pay attention to that stuff. But for the average exerciser, these things are small little details. Play around with them, but they're really not gonna make or break you. So once again, deficiencies, portion sizes. That's about all you need to worry about. Check out the link down below to Precision Nutrition, and let me know if you have any questions down below. Be fit, live free.